is Kris Burnham, and I live here in Idaho Falls. First of all, I want to thank you all for the work and the service you do for the city. I'm sure it's not an easy job. I just want to talk for a minute about the choice of South Capitol Park for a location for the new water tower. I think it's becoming obvious that maybe not enough people were aware that South Capitol Park was one of the proposed locations back when the decision was first made. But now that more people do know, there's a lot of valid, solid, and possibly legal objections that are getting raised about this location. You've heard many of them before, and I'm not going to go into all of those objections again tonight, but I'm just really perplexed as to why we're still continuing down this path when it's clear, at least to me, that it's the wrong path. There are other options out there. Some seem to have been dismissed early on. Maybe they were dismissed because they were deemed more expensive, or maybe they were just harder because of infrastructure, or because the few people who did know that about them had specific concerns. I don't know all the reasons. I'm also hearing that there are other viable sites, options that were never even on the table, and so haven't yet been explored completely. I guess what I really want to say is I hate the idea that I live in a city where we are willing to settle for a terrible choice just because we haven't really looked at all the alternatives. That a decision was made without the benefit of enough information or enough diligence or enough time, and now we're willing to let that decision stand. Because why? Because we don't want to admit that we could have done better. If those other locations were rejected due to cost, or because no one took the time to look at alternatives, or not enough public comment was sought, or if mistakes were made, well, now's the time to correct it and rethink it, and rethink where we're going. It isn't too late. Going down the wrong path further and further and further doesn't make it become the right path. And if we incur more costs because we change our course, well then so be it. What are those costs really in terms of a 100-year time frame rather than just an election cycle time frame? Please, let's not get stuck with a bad choice for 100 years without being absolutely certain that it's the best possible choice to have made. Thank you.